Hello everyone, my name is Damien Krasinski, the owner and operator of DK Film Studios, and today we've got another development log to get on in today. Whoop whoop! Exciting stuff today, exciting stuff. So, I've noticed, before we get on into things, I've noticed that we've got a couple new subscribers as of recently. So, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. Love having you all here. Real quick, we're going to do a quick explanation of what each stage is in the development process. That we go through in the devlog and go from there. So we've got pre-development, development, pre-production, production, post-production, ready to release, and released. Starting from the top, pre-development is where I basically set up. It's basically where I announce a film that I'm going to be looking to work on at some point. Don't know when. I keep it very vague. I don't like to reveal details because I don't know all the details fully yet, so it's like I want to hammer it down. I'll get a couple drafts of the script made before I commit to anything and ready to announce it fully. After a couple drafts of the script, I go in. I feel like I'm ready to start. This is something I'm going to be looking to work on in the near future. We then go into the development. Basically, where I work on fleshing out the script more, reach out to we look for producers, start coming up with a plan of attack, figure out the budget, figure out all the stuff we need to for the film before doing so. Possibly start looking for a couple new locations, have something in mind at least before we head into pre-production. Pre-production is where we basically just go from there. We start looking for cast, crew, locations, finding all the props and stuff we need to make the film. All that stuff, all that loveliness. Then in production is basically where we film it. We go out and film the film. In post-production is where we, edit it, get it to take all the footage, get it into a finished film. Essentially, that means editing, adding sound effects, adding the music, doing the coloring, VFX, anything else that needs to be done. That's where I also prep the trailer. And all that jazz. Ready to release is basically where I upload the trailer, get ready to upload the film, all that loveliness before we go from there, and then release is basically where we've released the film. So hope that makes sense. We do also cover some administrative stuff here, which this falls under. So, but yeah. Just wanted to give you a quick rundown of that so you are aware of what we do here in these devlogs. And yeah, so we've got nothing in pre-development, but in development we have an announcement. What was originally Talking Autism is now Talking Neurodivergence. So I have renamed the Doc Series from Talking Autism to Talking Neurodivergence. I feel like that fits better than, as mentioned, like Talking Autism, because my plan is to expand on the idea of it and kind of cover all the other neurodivergences than just autism. I want to show that. All right, I want to show that. So I feel like that'd be very good to do. At the moment, I'm kind of going to be focusing on just autism and ADHD, but as we go, and if I find more people who might be who count as neurodivergence, who fall into the other categories of neurodivergence, we'll go from there. We're going to be covering not just people who are neurodivergent, but people who work with them, who are in relationships with them, all that stuff, because I really want to show the many different facets of neurodivergence. I think that'd be very, very interesting to do. But so yeah, I feel like this works a lot better. It gets the point across. What we're going to be discussing in regards of the series. I have figured out a couple more questions I am planning to before I start reaching out to folks. I'm going to see if I can find any more, come up with any more questions. I'm hoping to get this done by the end of the month. I just want to make sure I have everything I need question-wise. I don't want to start recording this and find out, oh shoot, I have some more ones. That very well may happen as I go, and if that does happen, I am going to it's fine. Like, I might just, oh, hey, this is season 1. season 2 has these new questions in it, but we'll see. It all depends on how things play out. Of course, I'm not. This is just something I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I'm just, yeah. I just want to be sure I get what I need across. I just want to, without, having to change up the questions while I'm in the middle of working on it, but it's fine. It's whatever. But yeah, so that's basically it for Talking Neurodivergence. There's not much really to go over that. Once I finish figuring out the questions, then I'm going to sit down and go ask some people to be in this, who'd like to be in this. I've got a thing coming up. I'll bring it up to some of them with some friends soon, and I'm going to be bringing that up with them and discussing that a bit, I feel like. Because I know they're all neurodivergent in one way or another. Hell, I'm neurodivergent. You probably could tell, but, I figured make that clear on the get-go here. But, yeah. That's basically it for Talking Neurodivergence. So now we're going to go on into pre-production, where we have updates for The Search. So here's where things are at currently with the film. We got a number of things in progress. We'll kind of be going over a couple of these in real quick down in the actual notes I've got for it. So yeah, we'll kind of discuss this, go over it, and yeah, let's kind of get on into this. The hunt for actors has begun. We haven't got many new people as of yet. We just started it last week, the week before March start. More before March, so hey, that's just fine. That's all I wanted. I wanted that, that's good. We got that going. We're gonna be keeping an Amber. We're gonna be keeping an eye on it, seeing how things are going with that. I will need to reach out to some of them soon. The ones who've just replied. And say, hey, here's when auditions are going to be, blah, 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 yada, yada, all that jazz, and how we're going to do that. I know in the last devlog I said I was going to wait on making changes to the script, but I made changes to the changes to the script. I needed those updates, changes for the slides, which is what actors use to help when we do auditions. It gives them the chance to give them a scene to, gives us a scene so we can see how they'd handle the character, that kind of thing, and go from there. But as it's a little longer now. It's only it was originally 15, now it's 18 pages. I think that's doable in the 3 days we're gonna do. I mean, hell, I've got 2 cameras. We should be able to make this work. It took me about about 3.5 days to do Misunderstanding, I think, and that was like 10 scenes. It might be tight, but we might be able to get it done. Just because but luckily with 2 cameras we can get more shots done out of the way than with 1, which is great. I love that. I need to sit down and read it myself, go from beginning to end, see if there's any changes that should be done. Amber's got to do her whole thing. So, yeah, we'll be doing that in the coming days. I'll probably do that soonish with the script. I know we've got some time. We've got some time, which is good. I need to reach out to Ryan, the producer, and a friend of mine to see how things are coming along on their end. I haven't heard from Ryan about locations. I mean, we've got a good number of locations. I have a whole document that has, like, those saved down and, like how far at least is from my place. So, like, yeah. Travel times are going to be a lot better on this film, thankfully. I just want to see how things are coming along in his end, get an idea where he's at. Along with my friend, he's the one taking care of the healths. I want to make sure we get those dealt with because as soon as possible, because as soon as those are dealt with, the better. I know he's busy with work and his own stuff, so that's fine. I wanted to see where he's at with things. I forget if I mentioned this in the last devlog, but I have reached out to some people on the crew that I'd like to have on it. They've noted it's a bit early to commit, so I'll be checking back with them closer to the film dates. I mean, I'll probably still reach out in the meantime to other people, see if they are interested at least, because I don't want them to be. I'd like to not be near the end. And it's like, oh shit, I haven't reached out to anybody else yet. I need to see, and it's like, okay, no, we'll reach out in like, I'll reach out if they're like, yeah, I'm down. I'm like, cool, and then we move on to the next stage. And then we lock them down. We don't need that many in the way of crew. Actually, let me look at the list and tell you what we need crew-wise. Director, which is me. Writer, which is Amber. She's going to be on set. Producer, which I've mentioned, is Ryan. Assistant director, I'm doing that. I've done directing and assistant director before. On this one, it was on this one film. I was supposed to just be the assistant director on, but the director was not he was not really present. He was more focused on his phone than the actual film itself. So I was pretty much directing it. I'm not. If you're curious, I might talk about that at some other point, but I'm not right now. I don't plan to. We need a cinematographer, a camera operator. So we have two people operating the cameras. I have two people operating the two cameras. If we just have the one, that's fine. I can help with the other camera. Along with being the camera assistant, I don't mind doing that as well. I did that as well in that film because I figured why not? It couldn't hurt. We'll need a sound mixer, maybe a boom up. I don't know. Depends on how we depends on things, and we might have like the producer or like the Ryan or Amber jump in and do that while we're filming. Gaffer. We'll definitely need a grip, possibly. Script supervisor would be great. Makeup artist as well. Luckily I've reached out to people who I know who could be the makeup artist and the camera and the cinematographer. If he happens to know anybody, or the cinematographer happens to know anybody he would like to have on the crew, I'll have him reach out to them and we can go from there. I also need to reach out to my friend about being an extra on this film again. My boy Thomas, man's always been an extra on my films. He's been a staple. Pretty much every film I've made since college that required a crew, and I want to keep that. I want to keep that ball rolling. He's always fun to have on set. As mentioned earlier, I did in the last vlog, I did get some equipment as well. I got a pack of 2 batteries for my GVM lights. The batteries work for the lights, so I'm going to be buying 2 more sets for the other 2 lights. They require 2 lights, 2 batteries per, but that's fine. I at least know how much I need to make it work, and I'm glad because we now have access to pretty much 5 lights. 5. The wand. Tube. Yeah, 5 lights right now. Which is all. We have 5 lights we can use on set, which is great. We definitely need that. That's going to make shooting and make this go a lot smoother. That's kind of one of the reasons why I stick with use LEDs over the tungsten bulb ones. I can do something like this. The airy lights, those are the only ones I know, but those things are expensive and are very heavy, and you need to plug them into something. And some of them are very power hungry. So yeah, I'm sticking to the LED lights for now because I think those work the best. Now, before we move on to the next couple things we have to go over today, hit that like button, comment down below what you're interested in seeing, and maybe hit that subscribe button if you've been enjoying this video so far. We'd love to have you around here. Gonna be a lot of projects coming down the pipeline. You'll see later down along in the video, so I can't wait for you all to see where we're at with things. So yeah, we will, let's continue on, shall we? So, in post, we've got misunderstanding. We have the VFX shots from the original set that we had. I have the original shots. With that, I have now begun working on coloring this film. I was able to easily add them into the film and make them match the footage using the LUTs. With that, I'm able to then sit there and go, okay, now let me take these shots and start coloring them. I'm in the rough stage right now. I've gone up to scene 4. I'm liking how these look. I really do like how they're looking. I'm gonna be continuing to work on this in the coming days. Because I do like how they're looking, and I can't wait to get this done. Scene number wise, I'm on scene. Shot number wise, I have done. I've gone through scene. I've done 20 out of the 64 shots that are in the film, which is fine. Which is fine. I do like how I am making steady progress in this. It's looking good. It's not that hard to do this, honestly. I'm going with one shot at a like like the wide, like the opening shot of each scene. I'm taking that, I'm doing the initial coloring, kind of messing with that a bit, taking some of the values from that, I'm basically just taking the values from that one and copying it onto the other shots, and making any adjustments here and there. Like I add like these like in one of the shots I added a circle to kind of help boost the color of like the flowers in the first that are in the first scene. I'll just kind of give them a little bit more of a pop, and I had to adjust where that circle was throughout the editing, throughout the rest of the scene. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna use that. We'll use that. I just need to, you know, I wanna make them look a little like they pop. Like I'm trying to make it so that way the color in the scenes, some color in some of the sections of the film pop. Like I might actually throw up a couple of the shots themselves as examples. But, like, I'm trying to, in scene 2, try to make, like, the red wall in the back pop. There's a shot in 4 where there's this, like, cable, this LED light beneath posters. I'm making that the purple there pop. So, like, I'm trying to give the color a bit more life, while also, you know, to kind of contrast with the rest of the film, I feel like. But, yeah, I'm really liking how this film is coming together, how it's coming together. I am, as mentioned, this is just a rough color. I haven't, so I have time to adjust and make changes if needed, as I continue on in the process. Now, I'm not, okay, before I say this, I'm not committing to this date. I don't know yet. Depends on how much I can get done, well, by the end of this month, really, because April would be when I need to get the trailer out. So, I'm not going to rush this. I want to take my time with it. But I might be able to get this out in May. I highly doubt it, though. I highly doubt it. It all depends on how long it takes to do the coloring. It took me a good chunk of this week. It took me a good portion of this week, and I was just working on it at home before I left, in the morning before I left for work. So, it all depends, like I said, on how long it takes to go. And, yeah, we'll have to see. If it doesn't, it'll be out later. It's definitely going to come out this year. I will tell you that much. It's coming out this year. When? I don't know. Maybe if I don't get the May deadline, I'm going to maybe shoot for August. And the reason why the reason why I was thinking May originally is because that's when I premiered the film at my college's film festival, because this film was made for my senior thesis. But if I can't reach that date, I can always aim for August, because August is when we started actually developing this film, and if I can't reach August, there is December, which is when I started officially pre-production on this film. So, I have a couple dates I can pick, but, well, I say dates, it's really, I always upload a film at the beginning of the month just because it's like it's a good, like the first Friday of every month, just because I think that's it's a good day to do it, you know, and like have the trailers be the second of the month. It might be that I might change it around as long as I give myself a couple weeks to release a trailer. But as of right now, that's how I'm gonna stick. That's how I do it, and I'm planning on sticking to it. I don't really have much plans to change it at the moment, but depending on how big this studio gets and how much I am able to, how much we can get done at a time, we'll see. We'll see. Now into our last film, before we jump into the development tracker, Beans a Bunny Tale, which is ready to be released. So, Beans a Bunny Tale. The trailer for the film is up on YouTube and is ready to be released. That will be coming out on March 13th. Which is the week, which will be on the week that this very video is coming out. Whoop whoop. So I'm changing up a bit of the priorities, the parameters for this, for ready to be released. It has to be that the trailer is up on YouTube, and that the film is rendered, instead of how I had it before, which was ready to be released. Originally was, the film is up on YouTube, the thumbnail, description, and posts regarding it are made. I'm not doing that anymore, because I like to do a premiere, and I want to give it, like, don't get me wrong, I love being able to set a premiere for these films. These films are, you know, I kind of like doing that. I find it to be fun to do. But I don't want to be sitting there and going, be sitting there and, having it be there for like it was last weekend. I rendered it. Pretty much the last weekend in February, and I'm like, I'm not gonna upload this now. I should wait with this because that's a month. It's over a month till it comes out, and I kind of want to get it out like a week or two up on there, a week or two before it actually releases, so it's not sitting there for long, and people can actually be ready to kind of like go check. Because I like to do the premiere feature on YouTube. I think it's kind of it gives it a bit of a specialness with the films that release. Okay, that's my thing here. But I want to make sure that it's not sitting there forever, and hopefully this helps get some more people to check it out. We'll see. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Again, I'm testing this, figuring things out as I go. The only thing I have left to really do for this film is sit down and do the director's commentary, which shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I'll probably once because I'm thinking of taking a little bit of time away from Misunderstanding after I finish coloring it. Doing the rough coloring, just so I can, like, look at it a bit different, so I can, like, okay, I've looked at it a bit, it looks, and kind of, like, be able to look at it with, like, a new set of eyes, but I'll probably, during that time, work on the director's commentary, and get that ready to go, and go from there, which should be done, and then once that's all done, we'll be good to go. I'll basically be done with this film, which will be fine. I'll have to make the clips for the promotion stuff that we do, which is fine. I've got the trailer ready to go. The trailer is set, ready to go. Just got to get that out. Just got to, that version, I just got to add, that's just going to be in the rotation now. I just realized Misunderstanding is going to be in the rotation soon, too. I'm sorry, I just, it kind of just hit me. Oh, hey, you're going to be done with Misunderstanding soon. I should be, yeah. I'm going to just say this right now. I've got plans to go celebrate that once I'm done. Alright, I've got plans to go celebrate the release of that film. But yeah, I'll have to make the clips for the director's commentary to be put for our promotional stuff, and go from there, essentially. But, yeah. Now that we've done covering all of that, now let's take a quick look at the release tracker. So, not much has really moved, of course. A bunch of stuff is in the works, obviously. Stuff is in the works, as mentioned. The hunt for actors is ongoing along with the locations. Those are our two big priorities for the search. Once we reach the deadline for those, we should be able to get those done by the deadline we have set for that, which would be great. Focus Part 3, I am planning to, like I said, I'm going to head to the Cherry Blossom Festival. I'm probably going to say that this film's in production when I go to do that. We'll see, which will probably be in the next devlog. I need to remind myself when the Cherry Blossom Festival is, so I can go there, but yeah, that's the plan. And I'll probably grab some more. I'll probably keep it in production for a little bit just to see if anything else that happens around me I could go do and check out. So, that's the thing. Misunderstanding are as the coloring is in the progress. I still need to meet with the VFX artist. I'm going to try reaching out to him. I'm going to have to let him know, hey, I've got some big developments on my end. So, hey. Yeah, hopefully once especially with the search. Once the search is, like, in post, I'm going to start working on some of these other, at least some of the stuff, I've got planned. Like, Age of Precision is definitely next. The Talking Neurodivergence Doc is going to be worked on as these other projects are being worked on, because these are meant to be one-man crew. I have a friend who might be able to help out a bit with, I can use help with Boom, because yeah, that would be good to have some extra help on that. And yeah, Eventually, I'll be getting to these other Untitled films. I know what they are about. You guys don't. Well, except for the comedy short film. I have a vibe for that film. And I need to really sit down and flesh out the idea a bit more for it. But, yeah. Real soon, folks. Real soon, we're going to be able to go into the release tracker and look at how things are doing. I was just reminded of how bad Focus 2 did. We're not going to look at that. So, that's basically it. I hope you all enjoyed this development log. I enjoy making these for you guys. Please remember to like, comment, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss an upload. And, yeah. This is Damien from DK Film Studios signing off, and I'll see you all in the next one.